Now welcome to another edition of News from Naboo with Thor's Lightning Takes. And let's get right to the news.
Well, I did promise I would get to that skeleton crew news, so I guess I shouldn't keep the people waiting.
I'm sure they are on the edge of their seat to know what they missed out on in yesterday's news. Skeleton Crew is so
I don't know,
anticipated. I did
feel
the video
like
on
it's
that
gonna be
yesterday on my
interesting,
channel,
yeah.
where about 50% of the people who were polled really had no interest in it whatsoever.
They haven't really brought the hype up for this yet.
I don't know
if they're
that
marketing towards like a family audience, they need to really shoot for it, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that the hype train is going to get too many people on board.
Choo.
I mean, I hope it does for its sake, and I hope it's good, but we'll see.
All right. Well, Empire Magazine kind of just did a little cover on some of the information that came out. We found out that in their desire to make this feel very Amblin, to feel old school Star Wars, more specifically, they talked to director David Lowery and found out that the series is going to be bringing back the Teak, the super speedy Endor natives seen in Ewoks Battle for Endor.
Great movie.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
At least it was
Now I feel like I
35
have
years
to.
ago when I saw it last. Or maybe more.
Well, continuing speaking with the director, they confirmed that these will indeed be hand puppets.
Oh, not
like
CGI.
the Star Wars aliens of old, even though the sets themselves are still going to involve the volume.
No surprise. Probably a lot of volume, I'm assuming, on this show.
David said, I was most excited about having hand puppets on set. It's the most ancient technology being used with the most cutting-edge technology simultaneously. That combination was absolutely magical. There's a character in my episode that's the Teak from Battle for Endor, and it's just a little hand puppet. He wiggled his hands, apparently. Wiggly hand. So Empire was like, is he going to get digitally touched up? Is he going to, replaced?
Come on now.
And he said no. In the final episode, it's just a hand puppet in the middle of this crazy volume set. The cognitive dissonance of seeing those two things together live in front of you is absolutely incredible.
So where are we meeting him? On
I don't know.
Endor? Are we going to see Ewoks too?
Maybe the kids will end up on Endor somehow.
Well, yeah. I mean, we really have no idea where they're going, what they're doing, or why.
No, we don't know.
They find a Jedi ship, according to the trailer, which is probably not a Jedi ship.
I don't think so.
And they meet
Pirates,
Nana Wood, who is not...
Joe na wood.
Yes.
Yeah, I
who
get you.
May or may not be a Jedi.
May or may not. Then Empire asked him to kind of sum up Skeleton Crew, his episode, in a single word. He said, I teased it already. Puppets.
So there's more than one.
Puppets.
Always two there are,
yes,
at least.
His episode is puppets.
That's...
That could be nightmare fuel.
That's a weird descriptive of your show.
Skeleton Crew, what are you doing on it? Puppets.
Puppets.
Okay.
I'm on the hype train now after hearing puppets.
Puppets. And I'll kind of bridge this to more of the interview with Empire. This one took place with John Watts and Christopher Ford. They kind of talked about the fact that they got their directors all, sorted out.
Sure. And some puppets.
And they didn't talk about the puppets in this part of the interview.
Boo.
I mean, they're bringing in Bryce Dallas Howard, as well
I
as
didn't know she was in there.
Lee Isaac Chung, both from Mandalorian episodes.
Yeah.
David Lowery is going to be joining. He did The Green Knight. This is his first time coming into Star Wars. We did see The Green Knight.
Yeah,
it was visually really great.
Yeah.
Thunderbolts director Jake Schreier. We've got Oscar winner Daniels bringing in their flavor, and Watts is helming 2 episodes.
Oh, himself. Fine, I'll do it myself.
Empire asked John Watts how he picked his directing team. He said, Ford and I sat down.
Putting together a team.
Yeah. He sat down like, who are our favorite directors? Who would be good at this? We went out to all you guys, and you all said yes. No one turned it down. Hey, do you want to do Star Wars? Play around the volume? Do previs? Meet some pirates, some puppets, hang out with Jude Law? Everyone's like, yeah, apparently that sounds great.
Did you add the puppets, or did he say puppets?
No, he said it.
Good.
Puppets, yeah. David Lowery said, John pitched it as kids lost in the Star Wars universe. There's a bunch of pirates. I was like, cool. I just finished a Peter Pan movie. I'm in a pirate world. And he was like, oh, also there's a robot named SM-33. And I said, oh, Smee, that's very Peter Pan. And then he's like, Jude Law is going to star. And I was like, oh, I think I just made this because Jude Law played Lowry's Captain Hook. He's like, well, to do it again in Star Wars, it's a dream come true.
All right, so Peter Pan.
I think it's funny that he SM33 Smee. I guess
so.
Yeah. I didn't even think of it that way, but now I'm concerned. Shmi is a boneless coward. I expect more from my bots. Then Jake Schreier says, John and Ford were his roommates in college. They were like, I guess we know Jake, he can do one. In freshman year at NYU, you had to do a semester of sound work. John and Ford's sound project was a pirate radio drama. They've been working on this for a very long time.
Oh boy.
They have a penchant for pirates. Yar. And Watts kind of closed out the interview saying, I was probably breaking some NDA, but Minari, which was Chung's 2020 drama, is so good and shows such ability to work with young actors. We're so happy to have you because we got 4 10-year-olds leading our show. We wanted directors who were able to show Star Wars from a new perspective while bringing their own unique storytelling point of view. Well, it kind of reminds me, when him saying that reminds me of Avatar Way of Water.
How so?
Well, they did all of the underwater scenes showing off the beauty of the underwater world of swimming in the eyes of the children. Because to them, you could really, that wonder plays out entirely differently. Like Omega picking up and looking at her first thing of dirt. An adult walking over and picking up dirt, we'd all be like, are you kidding? The sense of wonder would be kind of awkward there. But having a child portray it, showing that innocence and that delight, it's exploring something new or seeing something amazing, it hits you differently.
Yeah, we'll see if that's what they go with. Yeah.
I kind of hope that's some of the things they go with. I mean, kids exploring, leaving their suburban homes and exploring the Star Wars universe could be a fantastical adventure. And then there's pirates and Jude Danawood.
Jude and Danawood. I like that we
Jode? Oh my gosh,
I think it's Jode. I don't remember what it is. I just remember the na part.
Of course, that's what you would remember. It's J-O-D, so however you want to say that. Jod, we don't know.
Jod. I don't know. I hope the show is good. I don't feel like we've still really been told what to expect besides kids, puppets, and pirates.
Kids, puppets, and pirates.
And a little bit of Peter Pan, I guess.
Can we say preteens, puppets, and pirates?
I guess so.
Triple P?
Yeah, I mean, I think it'll be a good show for what it is, or that's my hope. I don't know that this is going to be like the best thing Star Wars I've ever seen. I mean, that's my prediction. I'm not making final judgments here or anything. It may be really fantastic. Who knows?
I'm hoping it's just a fun adventure going along for the ride. It'll be what it is. I mean, once it's out of the box, there's no getting it back. I heard there's a rumor going around. I think I saw it on our Discord first that Acolyte fans are planning on boycotting Skeleton Crew because they're mad that the Acolyte got canceled. So, like, 2 more people aren't watching
logic? That's mean.
Sick burn.
What is the logic behind that? Just
because
to, stick it to Disney?
If Acolyte couldn't hold the viewership and be profitable for Disney, nothing should be.
I mean, I guess?
Yeah, I don't know why Acolyte fans have to have a problem with Skeleton Crew.
It's not really the same...
Taking it out on the children, I'll have you know.
Yeah, it's not really... They're not really related... As much as they are related because they're Star Wars and they're from Disney and Lucasfilm, they don't really have anything to do with each other. The success of one doesn't mean, I mean, if you want to stick it to Disney, I guess, but... That's
the things I hear in the grapevine in our Discord.
The irony is, if there is any shot of Acolyte getting a second season, you would want Star Wars itself to do well, right?
Right.
So by having their next show be a flop too,
they're just showing them that Star Wars is not worth their time.
Exactly. They're going to put less and less resources towards Star Wars if it's not bringing in the money.
Every Acolyte fan should watch each episode 3 times.
They'd still have not
3
enough
extra views.
Yeah, I mean, it just didn't make the money. It didn't get the views. There's no conspiracy with the Acolyte. It just didn't do the numbers they needed it to do. But anyway, I think that's going to be all we got for you this time. Now it is your turn. Take to the comments below. Tell us what you think about any and all of today's Skeleton Crew news. Not that there's a lot to talk about still. Still feel like it's kind of a blank slate. But anyway, leave those comments below. Let's talk some Star Wars. And until next time, thanks for watching.